before you start, you forgot to tie your tie.
Actually, I'm glad you said that because the whole presentation is about me about to tie this tie right now. Hi, my name is Trey Martin, and I'll be demonstrating a couple ways you can tie a necktie. While preparing for this presentation, I discovered that 50 to 60% of people do not know how to tie a necktie. Learning to tie a necktie can be a huge milestone for any young man or woman in this world. You will look impressive for any formal event you'll have in the future, and also gain the respect for knowing a manly skill that half the world doesn't know. I remember learning to tie my first necktie when I was 15 from my dad right before a high school ROTC ball. It was pretty simple and still looked great. I'll show you two different tie knots that I've learned and still use today. The first knot will be the one that my dad's shown me. The second one will be the full Windsor knot. So here's my dad's knot that he showed me. First, you'll make sure that your tie is positioned correctly, making sure that the front of your tie is facing outward, like so. So this is your front of your tie, this back of your tie. You want this facing you and this facing outward. And you want the bigger end on my right, your left, and you want the smaller end on my left, your right. And you want to adjust it to where the bigger end is touching your thigh and the smaller end is right below your chest. Then you're going to take the bigger end, come above, like across the smaller end, take the bigger end, come all the way underneath, then loop it back around over the top, creating a knot. Then you'll loop it through the neck hole. Then you'll open this little compartment up that you created. Take your bigger end, and you'll slide it through here. And then you'll adjust your knot like so. And there you go. And you adjust it like so. And that's the first simple knot that I ever learned. Then you will adjust your collar. And now you have a simple necktie. This is what I looked like when I was 15, minus the beard. And now I'm going to show you the full Windsor knot that I learned when I was an adult, and I wanted to look more like an adult. But first I need to untie this simple knot. You'll start off the exact same way with your tie, the front of your tie facing out, and your back of your tie facing you. The same length, bigger end touching your thigh, smaller end below your chest. Take the big end over the small end, just like before, but instead of coming all the way across, you'll take the bigger end and loop it underneath the loop, the neck hole, twice. And this is what I call creating a croissant type knot, because if you look closely, it really does look like a small little croissant. Then you take this bigger end of the tie, loop it all the way around, then come back through the neck hole for the last time. As I was, I just lost it.
And then through that little opening.
And there you go. There's a full Windsor knot. And the thing that I forgot to mention before that my dad always told me was if you see a dimple at the below your knot, that's how you know you did it right. The history behind the Windsor knot is a bit shaky, but it was named after King Edward VIII. Who was the Duke of Windsor? In love, thick symmetrical knots. That was the only thing I was writing about. To conclude, I'll leave you with a quote from Irish writer Oscar Wilde. A well-tied tie is the first serious step in life. I hope and pray that this presentation gave you your first step. Thank you.